Okay, this is on a couple of other understandings. Screencast 4, this will be on synaptic development and elimination and what is called neural pruning. Okay, so let's get up the notes, all the notes out here first. There we go. All right. So a developing neuron forms multiple synapses with other neurons or with effectors. Okay, and as a synapse forms, special structures are assembled, like the postsynaptic receptors and the gated channels that we saw in section 6.5. Some neurons in the brain are able to develop hundreds, thousands of these pathways. And this is what is called forming a neural network, as you see below there. Most synapses form during the growth of a fetus, but some can form into adulthood. When a synapse transfers an impulse, a chemical marker is left, and that strengthens the synapse, so remember it. Unused synapses do not accumulate, and these markers, and then these synapses eventually break down. And so what you see below here in the diagram that I put up are the types of synapses within the central nervous system. You have your axon dendrite, that's the one that we took and drew the motor neuron from. You know, your axon cell body, that's soma, axon cell body, axon to axon, and dendrite to dendrite. So now, again, remember, this is right here, that's the classic. That was what the core material is on. You really don't need to know just to be able to identify that it's the ability to be able to form multiple synapses with it. So there'll be so if we go on to the concept of neural pruning, let's see it. Neural pruning, sorry. During embryonic development, during postnatal development, neurons are going to form multiple synapses to maximize the available connections. Now, this is a diagram that's often used on a test, on an IB test, if you're going to have one, or a test. As an organism matures, some synapses are used more frequently, and that these connections are consequently, well, they're strengthened. Other synapses aren't used as often. These connections are weakened and do not persist. So think about the embryonic development and early postnatal development. So this strengthening and weakening of certain neural pathways is central to the concept of how an organism learns. And neural pruning, that you can see the definition there, involves the loss of unused neurons, and that generally happens by removing excess axons and eliminating the synapses that they could have had with it. So infants and adult brains typically have the same number total of neurons, 100 billion or so. However, infants are born with vastly more synaptic connections, twice the number of those found in the adult brains. All right. Pruning, you should know, also is influenced by environmental factors and is mediated by the release of, helped along by chemical signals from glial cells. All right. So you can see as you go along there the amount of synaptic connections